Imagine turning a single dollar into a million. Sounds impossible, right? But with the magic of compound interest, it's not as far-fetched as it seems. Welcome to the world of financial growth, where money doesn't just sit idly by, but instead works for you. The secret? Compound interest. But what is compound interest, you might ask? Well, it's a simple yet powerful concept. You see, compound interest is the process where the interest you earn also earns interest. Think of it as a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts off small, but as it rolls down it picks up more snow, growing bigger and bigger. In the same way, your money grows exponentially over time with compound interest. Your initial investment, or the principal, earns interest, and then that interest earns more interest. It's a cycle that keeps repeating, making your money grow in a way that simple interest never could. So now that you have a basic understanding of compound interest, you might be wondering how it can work for you. So, how exactly does compound interest work? It's all about time and repetition. Let's break it down with a simple formula. A equals P times 1 plus R over N, all raised to the power of NT. Now let's translate this into everyday language. A stands for the final amount of money you'll have. P is the principal amount, or the initial sum of money you start with. R is the annual interest rate, usually expressed as a decimal. N represents the number of times interest is applied per time period, and T is the number of time periods elapsed. So, in essence, compound interest is the interest you earn not only on your original money, but also on the interest you continually accumulate. It's like a financial snowball gradually growing larger and larger as it rolls down the hill of time. The key to harnessing the power of compound interest lies in time and patience. The impact of compound interest is profound. It can turn small, regular savings into a substantial sum. Let's imagine you're putting away just $100 each month into an account with an annual interest rate of 5%. At first it might seem like your savings are growing at a snail's pace. But here's where the magic happens. Every time your interest is calculated and added to your account, you earn interest not just on your original deposit, but also on the interest you've already earned. That's compound interest working its magic. Fast forward to 20 years later and you'll find that you've amassed an impressive sum, not just from your monthly contributions but significantly boosted by the power of compound interest. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a slow and steady race. Compound interest can be a powerful tool in growing your wealth, but it requires discipline and patience. But beware, compound interest has a dark side too. It's not always your financial ally, it can be your adversary, especially in cases of loans and credit card debt. Imagine you have a credit card with a seemingly manageable interest rate, but you're only making minimum payments each month. As the unpaid balance rolls over each month, interest is added not just on the original amount, but also on the interest that has already accrued. This is compound interest working against you. In the same way, if you've taken a loan and the interest compounds, the amount you owe can grow exponentially if not managed properly. The longer the tenure of your loan, the more you end up paying. This is why it's so crucial to understand the fine print when taking on debt. The same principle that helps your savings grow can also rapidly inflate your debt. So, while compound interest can be your best friend when saving and investing, it can be your worst enemy when it comes to debt.